Okay, somebody had asked whether they could see a video on how to make a heart. You would really laugh if you would see me right now, because I have to look underneath the camera, kind of from the side, so I can't really see what I'm doing. And I'll try to do my best anyway. So I heat a 1/16-inch mandrel. This is going to be a small heart, and the smaller the mandrel, the nicer the end is going to be, the bottom end. So I'm just going to make one coil and then wind upwards or to the right, depending on how you look at it. Basically make kind of a cone, because as I'm coiling this on, I'm winding on more glass on top of itself, so you get kind of a natural cylinder right here like this. Then I'm gonna take a marver, and just because I have it right here, I'm gonna use this mega marver of mine. And I use the flat side, so I'm just gonna take the cylinder and roll it on the marver. Kind of doesn't have to be very even at this point, so just kind of get that cone shape like that. And then you have to take a masher, so just warm up this cylinder cone. Sorry, I'm gonna confuse this the whole time, so don't listen to me, just watch what I'm doing. So bring it to a slight glow and flatten it, so like that, this kind of shape. And then I take the red again, and I'm working with, I think this is medium or light red, effort red. So I heat about a pea-sized amount of glass and bring one side of this, whatever this shape is called, triangle, and then touch it kind of a little bit away from the bottom, pull the glass over the shoulder and swipe it back on the opposite side like that. And I'm gonna do, because I want kind of a nice fat heart, I'm repeating this twice, and my next swipe I'm gonna get as close to the mandrel as I dare without actually touching the mandrel. And then again, pea-sized amount of glass, touch it to the front, not quite all the way to the bottom, go over the shoulder and back on the other side, and another swipe closer to the mandrel and back on the opposite side. Now when you make a heart, because gravity plays a huge role in this, I recommend that you make half of the heart at a time. So don't rotate the whole bead in the flame like this, but focus on one side. So I'm just gonna give it some good heat for all the swipes that you just applied to just kind of even them out and blend them into each other. And because this is a small heart, small amount of glass, I'm using the magic wand as my marver, because it gives me just a little bit more feel for what I'm doing. And also because I'm moving around a little bit of glass, I also like the fact that the brass moves the glass, unlike graphite, which just smooths it out. So you have one side, now go to the other side and make sure that the one that you just shaped stays kind of cold, and smoosh the glass around a little bit. So just bring it into that general heart shape. And this process is the same no matter what size heart you're gonna make. And I'm a little bit shaky because I'm in such an awkward position here. So kind of, this is like the general, the general shape. This is pretty bad. Okay, so if you look at your own thing and decide this is pretty bad, you typically have two options. You can add glass or take glass away. So for me, this is just too flat. The whole heart is too short. So I could even add a little bit to the bottom, but I want to make, accentuate the heart shape a little bit. So I just make a nice big blob on top. And before I even do this on the other side, I just blend it in with heat and just make gravity work for you. If you want your heart a little bit tighter, then you hold it down, then the glass flows in this direction. If you want it to go further out, then you hold it down like this and the glass flows in that direction. So make a nice blob on the other side. Okay, big blob, pull it out. So, and now I just blend it in with the heat and kind of let it fall towards the mandrel, so I get a little bit more of a tighter. Oops, gotta make sure that this is also, that the camera can see this. This is the first time I'm using this particular camera, so. And now I'm, instead of just using gravity, I'm using the marver again to even push the glass a little bit further in. I'm tightening always one side at a time so that you don't inadvertently unshape the other side. And I'm also holding the marver really close to the bottom to tighten that bottom angle there. Kind of like that. And then hold it up to make sure that the two sides of the heart, I don't know what you call those, the heart butts, heart boobs. Sorry, this is gonna be an R-rated video. So put a little bit of heat in the center in between, and then take a nice sharp tool and cut the crack. I'm sorry, I'm entertaining myself all by myself. And do that on the other side. If you want to, you can kind of sharpen the bottom a little bit. So let this get cool and then focus the heat on the bottom, make the bottom glow a little bit and kind of marver it. And sometimes you put like new planes onto the heart, and meaning like you flatten part of it. So you just give a little bit of heat to flatten it out. And oops, there it is. Quick heart, quick and dirty heart. Goodbye.